What do a Super Bowl hero, a record-breaking wide receiver, and a quarterback with a cause have in common? Each of them had the world at their feet, only to see it crumble in a moment of chaos, controversy, or catastrophic decision-making. From devastating elevator footage to reckless off-field antics, these players didn't just lose games. They lost their careers, reputations, and in some cases, their freedom. So, who took the fastest fall, and what can we learn from their stories? Stick around! 8. Ray Rice. Once celebrated for his remarkable on-field talents, Rice had accumulated 6,180 rushing yards, 37 touchdowns, and 3 Pro Bowl selections during his 6-year career. He played a pivotal role in the Ravens' Super Bowl 47 victory in 2013, but all this was about to change. On February 15, 2014, Rice and his then-fiancée, Janae Palmer, were involved in a violent elevator altercation at the Rebel Casino in Atlantic City. While initial reports suggested mutual aggression, a video later surfaced showing Rice punching Palmer, knocking her unconscious, and dragging her out of the elevator.
Football star Ray Rice following his then-fiancée Janae into an Atlantic City hotel elevator, striking her once, then again, seemingly punching her so hard she hits a railing and is knocked out cold. You see her here, lying on the floor.
The video's release led the Ravens to terminate his contract and the NFL to impose an indefinite suspension. Critics lambasted the league for its earlier 2-game suspension, decrying its tolerance. Rice has since worked to rebuild his reputation, engaging in community outreach to combat domestic violence, such as Pipeline 2 prosperity, but his legacy remains overshadowed by the incident that abruptly ended his career. 7. Aaron Hernandez. A former New England Patriots tight end, he faced a shocking downfall after being arrested for the 2013 murder of Odin Lloyd. Lloyd's body was discovered on June 17th near Hernandez's North Attleboro, Massachusetts home, sparking an investigation that quickly centered on Hernandez. So, on June 26, 2013, Hernandez was arrested and subsequently released by the Patriots. Lloyd, who was dating Hernandez's fiance's sister, was linked to him through damning evidence, including DNA and a rental car in Hernandez's name. He was charged with first-degree murder and, in April 2015, was convicted and sentenced to life in prison without parole.
Charging the defendant, Aaron Hernandez, with murder. What say you, Madam Foreperson? Is the defendant not guilty, guilty of murder in the first degree, or guilty of murder in the second degree?
Guilty of murder in the first degree.
Prosecutors, though, argued Hernandez killed Lloyd over a dispute, while Hernandez claimed innocence, stating he was present but not involved in the crime. The conviction marked a tragic end to Hernandez's promising NFL career. Once a rising star with a $40 million contract, his fall highlighted issues of violence in sports and mental health among athletes. Later, in April 2017, Hernandez died by suicide in prison, leaving behind unanswered questions about his motives and mental state. Now, before we continue with number 6, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell as we go ahead with the video. 6. Antonio Brown. Once hailed as one of the NFL's most exceptional wide receivers, Antonio Brown experienced a dramatic career decline between 2019 and 2021 due to a series of controversies. After being traded to the Oakland Raiders, Brown became embroiled in a public dispute over his helmet preference. He insisted on using the Shut Air Advantage helmet, which the NFL had banned for safety reasons. His refusal to comply led to multiple grievances and a standoff with the Raiders and the league. And then Brown's troubles extended beyond the field. In September 2019, he faced allegations of sexual assault and battery, which added to his growing legal and personal issues. These allegations, combined with his erratic behavior, led to his release from the Patriots shortly after joining them following his controversial exit from the Raiders. Despite his incredible talent and record-breaking performances early in his career, Brown's actions overshadowed his achievements. As early as January 2025, he's a free agent and has not played in the NFL since 2021. His erratic conduct also raised concerns about his mental health, contributing to his multiple team departures. 5. Plaxico Burress. With Burress, things became weird so fast. He began with the Pittsburgh Steelers, impressing with a 2002 season of 78 catches, 1,325 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Then, joining the New York Giants in 2005, he excelled further, catching the game-winning Super Bowl 42 touchdown in 2008 and finishing that season with 70 receptions, 1,025 yards, and 12 touchdowns. On November 28, 2008, he accidentally shot himself in the leg at Manhattan's Latin Quarters nightclub. Burress's Glock pistol, tucked into his sweatpants, slipped down his leg, and as he tried to grab it, he inadvertently pulled the trigger, wounding his right thigh. Though the injury was non-life-threatening, it led to severe legal consequences due to New York's strict gun laws. The incident became a major public relations crisis for Burress and the NFL. He was charged with criminal possession of a weapon and reckless endangerment, eventually pleading guilty. Then, in August 2009, he was sentenced to 2 years in prison, serving 20 months. This legal battle interrupted his career and tarnished his reputation, overshadowing his role in helping the Giants secure a Super Bowl victory the previous year. 4. Henry Ruggs III. They say not to drink and drive, but Ruggs never got the message. On November 2, 2021, Ruggs, a former wide receiver for the Las Vegas Raiders, was driving his Chevrolet Corvette at 156 miles per hour when he rear-ended a Toyota RAV4, causing a devastating fire that claimed the lives of 23-year-old Tina Tinter and her dog Max. His blood alcohol level was 0.161%, over twice Nevada's legal limit, underscoring the severity of his actions. The Raiders released Ruggs hours after the crash while he was still hospitalized.
New tonight, the Raiders releasing Henry Ruggs III. The star wideout is being charged with DUI causing death and reckless driving following an early morning car crash.
He was then charged with multiple offenses, including DUI resulting in death and reckless driving. Then, in May 2023, he accepted a plea deal, pleading guilty to DUI resulting in death and misdemeanor vehicular manslaughter. On August 9, 2023, he was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison with eligibility for parole after 3 years. During sentencing, he expressed deep remorse, addressing Tinter's family and acknowledging the irreversible harm he caused. He stated he had reflected on his actions and hoped to raise awareness about the dangers of drunk driving and excessive speed. 3. Justin Blackman. As the 5th overall pick in the 2012 NFL Draft by the Jacksonville Jaguars, Justin was once seen as a potential star wide receiver. His rookie season showed promise, with 64 receptions, 865 yards, and 5 touchdowns. However, his career was soon derailed by multiple violations of the NFL's substance abuse policy. In April 2013, Justin was suspended for the first 4 games of the season after his second infraction in less than a year. This not only cost him valuable playing time, but also voided key financial guarantees in his contract. Although he expressed regret and a commitment to change, his issues continued. In November 2013, he was suspended indefinitely following another failed drug test, marking his 3rd violation in 2 years. These repeated suspensions left a significant impact. He played just 27 games in his NFL career, spending most of his time sidelined due to disciplinary actions. By August 2015, Jaguars general manager David Caldwell said that Justin's return to the league seemed impossible. Having been out of professional football for nearly 2 years, he had lost contact with the team. 2. Colin Kaepernick. Former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Kaepernick sparked national debate in 2016 when he began kneeling during the national anthem to protest racial injustice and police brutality.
Out of that protest by Colin Kaepernick, 49ers quarterback knelt instead of standing during the national anthem at last night's game. He was not alone.
He explained his actions as a stand against a flag representing a nation that oppresses people of color. The protest ignited widespread reactions, with supporters praising his courage and critics accusing him of disrespecting the military and national symbols. His activism had a profound cultural impact, amplifying conversations about race and social justice in America. However, it came at a cost to his football career. After opting out of his 49ers contract in March 2017, he found himself unsigned. Despite his talent and a Super Bowl appearance, NFL teams avoided him, fearing backlash from fans and sponsors due to his polarizing protests. In 2017, he filed a collusion grievance against NFL owners, alleging they conspired to exclude him for his activism. The case was settled in 2019, but he remained unsigned, raising questions about player rights and activism. 1. Greg Hardy. As a former defensive end for the Carolina Panthers and Dallas Cowboys, he faced a career-altering domestic violence controversy in 2014. His ex-girlfriend, Nicole Holder, accused him of assault during a violent altercation at his apartment. Reports alleged that Hardy choked Holder and threw her onto a futon covered with firearms. He was found guilty of assault and communicating threats, receiving a suspended jail sentence and probation. But in February 2015, the charges were dismissed when Holder failed to testify during Hardy's appeal. Prosecutors cited her absence and an alleged civil settlement as reasons for dropping the case. Despite the dismissal, the release of graphic photos of Holder's injuries sparked widespread outrage, intensifying scrutiny on Hardy and the NFL's handling of domestic violence cases. Though Hardy signed with the Cowboys in 2015 and delivered notable on-field performances, public backlash and negative media coverage overshadowed his contributions. His erratic behavior during games and sideline confrontations further damaged his reputation. By 2016, he was out of the NFL as teams distanced themselves from the controversy surrounding him. So, which NFL player's downfall shocked you the most? And do you think any of them deserved a second chance? Let us know your thoughts, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Also, please subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the NFL.